The first person I'll be introducing today is Ajay Kabadi from DocketRun in India. DocketRun is a cutting-edge machine learning platform that utilizes AI to leverage real-world data into actionable insights by business owners. DocketRun has already won numerous awards for achievement, including Elevate and the Thai Hubli Startup of the Year, and is quickly growing traction in multiple markets. We're extremely excited about the potential AI-enhanced machine learning has for detection applications in the traffic, parking, security, agriculture, manufacturing, and retail spaces, and look forward to a bright future for AJ and his team. AJ, it's all you.
Yeah, thanks, Park. Just confirm if you can see my screen, then I'll go ahead. Hope you can see the screen in a full screen mode.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, great. So, hey everyone, myself Ajay Kabadi. I'm the founder and CEO of DocketRun Tech Private Limited. We are in the space of video analytics, where we are helping various businesses in reducing the overall monitoring their overall standard operating procedures, increasing efficiencies, profitability, and net customer experience score, overall employee net promoter score as well. We predominantly working on two major industries, that is retail and manufacturing. And we are working with one of the largest automotive manufacturing companies like Maruti Suzuki, Tata Hitachi, along with steel manufacturing companies like JSW Steel, Tata Steel, and even impacting these segments as well. The problem that we have seen by talking to various industries, by visiting and having a one-on-one discussion, is manufacturing industry already has a lot of people who are working as an overall force, where they have employee safety compliances which needs to be monitored. And there are CCTV cameras. CCTV cameras are mainly used for security and surveillance purposes. And thinking about the manufacturing factory floors, having 300, 400, or 500 cameras, becomes a difficult mode to check in what's happening in and around at every location. The overall quality also becomes a major challenge, right from the quality control, evaluating all the standard operating procedures, which has been set by a manufacturing factory floor. Are they getting evaluated correctly? We are totally dependent on a manual intervention, which is being set by the managers of the respective floors. And what also seen is the manufacturing is projected to add 15 to 20% on annual sales revenue. Sometimes it is reaching around 40% of the total overall operations as well. That's billions of dollars, what is being going in. Another part of it, due to the negligence, due to the overall process flow, which is not being maintained, since the employees are not being trained in a much better way. We have seen a lot of accidents, the leakages, and the various leakages which are happening at the factory floors. We have seen external causes like the repair, servicing, the warranty issues of those machines and these parts. That's where we saw a great opportunity, where we wanted to change in like how the manufacturers try to reimagine how they work with the help of our intelligent solution. And at one part of it, I was mentioning, they were unable to evaluate their procedures as well. That's how DocketRun's manufacturing analytics solutions was born in via these various insights by talking to one-on-one, as mentioned. So we are revolutionized the overall system. What we have built in, the existing CCTV cameras are already there. We have created a device, what we call it as DocketRun AI Edge device, which basically plugs and play with the existing infrastructure. When I say an existing infrastructure, it just uses the existing CCTV cameras in the network. And from there, we just get the live feed and we take a respective active real-time decisions. What type of things that we work on is right from the employee safety. We check in the helmet, the uniform, the hard jackets, the gloves, which are being worn at the sharp areas. We check the safety shoes, etc., are being controlled or not. This happens on real time. This is an on-prem solution that we provide. When I say on-prem, everything happens on the device itself, so that no data goes to the cloud. That's where it's becoming 100% anonymous, as well as GDPR compliance as well. No additional infrastructure as such required. We use your existing cameras and providing these analytics into space, where whenever there is a violation, you get a WhatsApp notification along with this email notification as well. But WhatsApp becomes a much easier for a manager to take required actions. Security surveillance part, we also make sure that the authorized entry of the vehicles are being restricted at some particular areas. Maybe the employees are restricted at particular areas. Vehicles are being restricted at particular areas. We check in those phases as well. There are the situations which we have seen that people trespassing, stealing a lot of things. So we do, there are cameras which does a motion tracking, but we do an object identification of the person both day and night, and we capture who is violating, who is basically jumping the compound and stealing various things. We do call it various custom quality inspection, defect identification of the various manufacturing quality inspection, what is being happening at the factory floor. To manage the overall vehicle management, which is currently being done more of a manual way, noting down the paper, what are type of the materials going in and out, the vehicles coming in. What we do is we have built up a system for vehicle management system, which does number plate identification, parking management, and also identification and alerting at where are the authorized places which has been parked for, along with the speed detection in place. The market as such, talking about India as well as US market as well, and the global perspective as well, the global IP camera is being exceeded by US 20 billion by 2024. And in an Indian manufacturing sector alone, despite the COVID-19 effect that we have seen, it's rising at a CAGR of a robust of 10.8% what we are seeing. But has the US's market been concerned, we have seen a total output of 11.39%, which is really huge what we are seeing here. And the overall video surveillance market is being projected to reach by 23.6 billion by 2027. How we are making this impact? We are basically integrating this device, which reduces 50% of the employee reduction cost, basically gives you a 24/7 security-based surveillance system, which is 2 years plus 1 year of extended warranty with a 10% extra payment that they're gonna make it. It's a faster response time. This can be integrated any CCTV brand, you just name it like Bosch, Hikvision, the major brands, we can just plug and play to the system. The business model is simple. We work with directly B2B clients where the edge device comes with a first initial cost of $4,000 as one-time payment. And then we do per camera per year per camera basis starting from $700. And based on the feature customization, we change the per year per camera basis cost along with the software development cost. That has been our major revenue growth as well. How do we tap in? We tap in by directly doing a POC to production. We, in fact, just a week back, we were in the top 5 for MG, that is Morris Garage automotive segment as well, where we are trying to do a POC and we take it to the production level. That's been our key advantage by working with this huge client basis. We have set of CCTV partners, like we have done a US-based partnership recently, that is Pelco, which is non-hackable, which is being installed in India as well in the parliament basis, which gives us a great impact as well. We do a direct connectivity and we directly connect with innovation head groups, showcase how the system is scalable as well. As an example, if 300, 400 cameras are there, we suggest them a dedicated server where the same software stack plays in. And the customer segment that we are tapping in is automotive, steel, defense, chemical, and FMCG market. This is on live demo snapshots, what's been happening at the factory floor, which is being recognizing helmet, uniform, face mask, social distancing, on live time reports, crowding, etc. This is one more use case where people are trespassing the compound. You can see at the right-hand side with my mouse pointer, both at the night condition, with a low light condition, it was able to detect a person over here and people basically trespassing these compounds. And expected violations is being sent out right to the control room to take a required action so the patrolling vehicles can go and take the necessary action on real time instead of getting into so much cameras where a lot of hiccups happens for the employee to check in. This is our number plate recognition system that we have solely built for Indian number plate data set as well, which recognizes the plate color, the identification of the color, the model, etc., which you can filter it out based on the convenience purposes. What makes us great apart from the competition, what is doing there? It's a plug and play setup, but we haven't. It's a cost-effective solution. You might be thinking cloud is also there as a solution. If bandwidth is also a major constraint, that's where we see $5,000 per month, which you can take it as an expense if you're considering for CCTV, which you want to analyze. But this device just does all the analytics on the device itself. But we can make this data available in the cloud as well. That's where we are becoming unique. It's a scalable model that we have built. We can just connect to any NVR, any DVR, any IP cameras, and this is a scalable system what we have been built so far. Comparing with the automation system that we are bringing in with the manual labor, there is a fixed expenses, reduces the overall training cost, the real-time alert systems. And there is an AI model accuracy which can keep on increasing. So quality and reliability is being increased so that there are less injuries, and there is more of a AMC or maintenance program what is being involved. We already have a great growth. We already have 6x growth by revenue by the revenue projection by next year projection. We already have a great set of clientele. We have done a 3x growth by the previous financial year of $53,000. We have retention of at least, we have a month-on-month growth rate of 25 to 34% of the customers. And all the customers what we have been established are the repetitive customers for us, and nobody has dropped out. That's where we see a capability of the technology that we are bringing in. And the earning before the interest tax depreciation that we have a great margin of 15 to 20% that we're bringing in. There are other people in the market, like the global market players, which are there into this space. So what we are unique about this is we support both the low-level based cameras, which are pretty much called as analog-based cameras, which are being tested by ourselves, which are being running smoothly. We do tracking-based technology, where we identify a particular individual, and we can customize based on the needs of the customer. That's where it becomes unique, what we are bringing into the market. A great set of experience what we have on board. I take care of business development and sales at DocketRun. Shweta is a statistician coming with a great experience in AI, finance, and operation, whereas Chetan looks after the overall product design and marketing. A great enthusiastic of young minds that we have into a place which diversify from operation, sales, technology that we are building in. And great set of advisories. We already have NGLs on board from International Accelerator, but from India we have Santosh, who is the Thai global head as well, who is a former Thai representative in Hubli, and also a global representative as well, who has been a great investor as well as mentor for us. And we have a great set of advisors who are helping on various strategic planning, business planning, etc. We have been great recognized. We have been there disrupting this market, and we have been recognized by the best startup of the year by TIE, won a various couple of grants, Maruti Suzuki Innovation Program. In fact, lot of innovation and acknowledgement from Narayan Murthy from Infosys itself. We have been recognized as one of the game changers for NASSCOM as the innovator of 2021. And even during the COVID-19 solution, we were just making the revenue by providing this COVID-19 solution. So you can imagine the technology that we are bringing in. We can even sustain during the COVID-19, where BIRAC is basically a biotechnology research and institute, which has been given a grant as well as, and beyond COVID-19 solutions, what we are bringing in. A great set of local support, what we have done during the COVID-19. So you can see the technology that we're bringing in is a robust part of it. As a part of the ask, what we are trying to make in, we are trying to have a safe-based and with $650,000, where most of it will go to 40% in R&D, so 30% in human resources, with 10% operations and marketing cost. Where it has mentorship part of it, we're already getting a great support from IA on the go-to-market strategy accelerator, but mainly the financial support will go to fast track the AI edge development that we are bringing in, the development cycles reduction, mixing of our AI skills, development delivery as well, because we want to hold this inventory on live basis, so that whenever the customer comes into place, we have the live inventory in place, where we can ship these devices on real-time basis. So they require this AI machine based edge devices systems that we need to hold it. And we can become a 10x growth by increasing the customer satisfaction by having a dedicated AI server. But we do have an AI-based server, but we want to set up a dedicated AI lab, which can give us a 10x based output, which can fasten up our development process, the AI model training to get these systems on board, to maintain this accuracy and make it much forward, which can increase by 10x as such. So that was about DocketRun, and happy to take any questions and look forward.